Hi, I'm Rusty with T.R.U Ball Release Aids and Excel Sights. We're here this afternoon to talk about the BT series of back tension release aids. The BT series comes in several different models, but the one that we're explaining today is the 3-finger model, and we're going to explain just simply how to load and shoot the release aid properly. Now we're shooting it off of a D-loop that's already tied onto the bowstring. And for the release aid to work properly, it has to be loaded. And then once you hook on to the rope loop, you have to keep your hand at the proper angle. If you pull back as you're drawing on your hand, the release aid will prematurely fire. So holding your hand in the right position as you draw will ensure that you won't pop yourself in the face or shoot a stray arrow. The proper way to draw it back is to point the arrow towards the target and draw the release aid back, noticing that my hand is on an angle. Now once I come to anchor, find the click on the release aid. I start to aim, push, and pull. And the release aid will fire. Now, I have the release aid set fairly heavy to show the adjustment that this release aid is capable of. As you notice, it took quite a while for me to execute that shot. Now, on the BT, the sensitivity adjustment is located in between your index and your middle finger. To make the sensitivity adjustment, you take a 5/64 Allen wrench, unloosen the set screw, and to make it lighter, you're going to rotate the moon back towards your your middle finger. So I've rotated it back to make the release aid a little more sensitive. And we're going to try it. So once again, once I have the release aid loaded, you notice the angle of my wrist on my right hand as I draw the bow back. Once I come to anchor, I find the clicker in the release aid. Now that I've found the clicker, I'm going to aim, push, pull to execute the shot. Now, that's the method of shooting it off of the D-loop already on the bowstring. I'll show you another way that this release aid can be set up with using rope loop material, but actually using it in the head, which is an older style of shooting a back tension release aid. I usually go with about a 4.5-inch piece of loop material. And then I'm going to take a lighter, flare out my ends on my loop. I'm going to melt that down until it creates a little melted ball on the end of the rope loop. I'm going to let that dry for a moment. And to feed it through the release aid a little bit easier, I'm not going to flare this end. I'm just going to melt it a little bit and pull it into a point. There's 2 holes here at the top of the head of the release aid. And all you have to do is just feed that rope straight through. And noticing that the ball that I burnt on the other end will not come through. Now, the end that I had melted down to a point, I'm going to cut that off, and I'm going to re-flare that edge. Let that dry for just a moment. Then an easy way to get the release aid to get the loop that you desire, we're just going to use that 64 5/64 Allen wrench to just slide down in there and pull that up. And that's what your loop is going to look like on the top of the head of the release aid. Now generally when it's shot with the rope on the head like this, you'll generally just have a knocking point above the arrow, not below the arrow. But being that we're demonstrating on this bow that already has a D-loop on it, I'll just show you the proper way to load it and fire. With the arrow knocked, the rope goes underneath of the knock and around, back to the bell hook. That's the way the rope is going to be attached. Same principle as if it were hooked on the D-loop. You still hold your ankle at your wrist at an angle as you draw them back. And once you come to anchor, you find the clicker in the release aid. Push, pull, angle. Those are some of the tips and tricks that can be done with the BT series release aid so that it can be shot properly. Thank you.